My wife is very passionate about, people saying patronizing things to women.
Yeah.
People say that women aren't good drivers, right? I personally don't believe this.
I was just being
I personally
passionate.
don't believe this. But because I know that my wife is passionate about it, it's funny to say, hey, indicator chalu karna hai. It's just because
you get a reaction.
Yeah,
right?
See, I don't believe it, but I know that the reaction is worth it.
Yeah.
Like that day when we were fighting, it was completely my fault, right? It was completely my fault, and I should have said sorry, but I thought of something really funny. I took her phone and I checked her period tracker app, and I said, oh, okay, get it.
Oh my god.
See,
I'm gonna write that one down. I'm like, I'm gonna use that.
I don't believe that it is something to be like, oh, you're on your period, that's why I'm talking shit. But I know that would piss her off more, which is why it was
I think
funny.
it would be better if you believed it. Because
Yeah, but
you're
it's-
just like fucking with her at this
It does
point.
end up
It makes it more annoying that you don't believe it. Because then it would be like, his values are only wrong and maybe I have to change him and his parents did everything wrong. Now it's like, wow, Raunaq knows and he's being a dick to me.
There's something so oddly satisfying about irritating your partner.
Yeah.
Like, since I woke up this morning, I've had a bad stomach. I'm not feeling well. I've had fever. But even in all of this, I managed to take out 30 seconds when I'm fucking annoyed her. You know what I mean? You feel this weird happening. Aaj ka ho gaya kota. Yeah.
It is fun.
It's even more.
fun.
It's even easier after you get married, because you're like, "Abhi kidhar jayegi?"
क्या करेगी?
Exactly.
अभी क्या करेगी? Earlier she could go now to her house. Now we like together. Where are you going to go? Living room. I'll follow you there also.
Maybe you don't get it because you're dating a comedian.
Yeah, but yeah.
But I'm saying, like, if in your previous relationship when you were dating someone who's like a
Accountant.
civilian,
A layman.
like I'm married to a civilian, he's married to a civilian.
married to a
You're dating a civilian.
Yeah.
Does it?
I'm dating a civil war. If you ask me right now.
No, but it even... Are you talking about this annoying thing?
No, but does it ever come to everything is not a joke?
Joke. Yeah, dude. That line is
That's
that
Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So what do you do about that? Like,
Nothing. You try
But
and...
it's funny to me.
Yeah.
That's what you say. I just get away with that.
My boyfriend and I are 19. Already, I don't think she should have a boyfriend. We met because of an app. My group is very judgmental. Oh no, that's just what I did.
They're into group sex, what? Just going into it blind, okay? Like
my
an
group is
orgy.
so judgmental. Come on, I just want sex with him.
My group is very judgmental, and despite him being tall and cute, they only make fun of his tiny fingers. Oh.
But 19 is still too early for fingers to develop, okay? Just give it 2 more years.
Okay, Michael Jackson.
Oh, shit.
They keep insinuating that he must be the same inside his pants, which is far from the truth.
Sure.
Oh shit, I am one of the judgmental friends.
One day in anger, I showed them his nude so they'd shut up.
Wow. If there was another sentence that can describe that this person is 19. Like, I don't even need to read that first part. Just read this. Okay, this is 19.
Today, when I calmed down, I realized what I did.
Today she calmed down.
I want to know how many days were there between showing the photo and today.
Yeah. It's just like,
She's just going everywhere in anger, yeah. Market में भैया जी गिरा नहीं ये देखो.
ये देखो. ये मेरा बॉयफ्रेंड है उसके पैंट के अंदर का फोटो है. आप बताओ.
तू क्या घंटी बजाएगी मैं तो घंटी बजाएगी. It's like angry at everybody for no reason. It's like
And today after
somebody in her DM sent her a dick pic. She's like, ये देख.
yeah. Somebody sends a banger. She's like, no, I have the real thing. Arsenal.
Okay, so today she calmed down.
Yes. Then she realized what she did. I want to tell him before they make a sly joke about it in front of him. How do I do it?
Yeah, I don't think there's any coming back from this. Because
You know
people
what-
aren't unseeing it.
You know what I
First of
feel? What I feel worst about this? I feel like that poor guy had no control over how he's represented. I'm sure he was like, if he finds out, he'll be like, bro, my dick looks bigger than these ones.
He'll have to do a photo shoot. Like, listen, we'll send it again in 2 weeks. Let me just work out.
Or how about the fact that if he's holding it in his hands and his fingers are tiny, maybe it's long by default. You ever think about that?
That's why it's looking bigger.
So
It's actually perspective.
I speak that as a small fingered person. Okay, look at this.
Yeah, I feel like they'll go out clubbing and they'll be like, oh ho, ऐसा क्या चल रहा है? ऐसा wide.
Hey, तू couple entry भरा क्या उसके लिए? तेरा +1 का नीचे है क्या?
ये फोटो कौन लेगा? ट्राइपॉड है ना? ट्राइपॉड. I feel like they'll do that, and he's going to be like, "What the fuck do they know?"
Nothing. I just said you have tiny fingers. Nothing else at all.
Yeah.
I feel like his entire life he's been told this, so he also wants to show this picture,
This.
this picture to people. Like the people must be like,
But he wants to show it non-creepily.
yeah.
Right? He doesn't want to be the person, but he wants it out
Someone
there.
else too.
He's like,
So maybe
तू
this
मेरे
was
cousins को दिखाएगी क्या?
Everything was going fine.
गलती से Facebook पे upload कर देना.
Or make a Snapchat account only for his penis.
I mean, he should get angry. It's violation of privacy.
Yeah.
It's a very intense
Dude, he
violation.
can hold that against her for quite some time.
Yeah. So what if now they just can't make the tiny dick jokes? They'll still make the tiny hands jokes.
Yeah.
They'll be like, ये Pringles कैसे खाता है? हाथ अंदर पहुंचता है क्या?
हाँ, क्योंकि उसको मैं उसको रखता हूँ फिर वो अपना ऊपर आता है इधर ले जाता फिर सीधा ऐसा मेरे को हाथ यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती ब्रो मैं पौन नहीं देती लेस खाता सीधा ले जा
She's like, I can eat onion rings off his hands and dick.
It takes him a really long time to jerk off because his hands are so. No, that's not good.
Now I'm very visual. Now I'm just
Big, so he's like.
He's the guy in the group who changes SIM cards.
without that little pointy thing. I think they are going to now double the ante. Because they are going to be like, 1 second, we were making fun of his finger, now you show this big dick. Now fucking, how does he get to roam around with a big dick? Make more fun of his hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Make
They'll
more
do
fun of
extra.
his
I would do that if I was in
And
the
then
group.
he'll only show it. He'll be like, देखो.
Yeah. And now she is also clear. She's like, अरे तुमने दिखा दिया. और फिर लोगों ने फटाफट फोटो ले लिया करने.
Yeah. She has to trick him into showing it.
Yes. Oh, that's.
Then tomorrow's news is a 19-year-old lost his anger and slapped everybody to death with his penis. It's like, cross them.
Because he couldn't slap with his tiny hands.
Wait, I did something for the show, and so I made the effort of doing this. So hold my hand.
Oh, you wore a.
Wow, you wore a sex toy?
It's okay.
Oh my god.
He's so weird, dude, this guy.
Yeah.
This is
That's right.
Okay, please take us through this.
this is a phone
I
holder.
mean, like, don't take us through this. Explain this.
Let us take you through this.
Hey. Okay, so it's called a harness.
Which part of Europe did you get this from?
Berlin.
It's from Australia actually. Berlin is where the leather scene actually originated. But ever since I saw like the leather king community in the world, I wanted to be a part of it. Like you get the whips, you get the harness. It's very similar to Indian comedy right now. And so this is called a harness. It's actually like the dom subculture. Do you know what BDSM? Huh?
Are you the dominant and
Submissive people wear a collar.
Subservient.
Yeah, they wear a collar and a harness, and tops usually wear this kind of harness.
So you're the dom?
I'm
You're
the dom, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Dominic D'Souza. Yeah, I'm dominating.
As opposed to Subodh Ashray.
So if you're holding from Nietzsche, you can hold them like this. There's hooks in the front and the back, and vice versa. If you're doing missionary style, they can hold you like this.
Like, does it have like utility purposes, or is it just
It
like?
does. I just said you can grab and fuck. No, like what?
No, but like,
Yeah, you can hold.
dude. Even I fuck without this, and we don't.
And what utility do you want? He goes shopping, he puts the theli here. doesn't start wearing the jacket, he just hangs it on his...
Yeah, like I want to know that. Like, can you use it for other things?
Yeah, you can actually put a leash and make the person walk also.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Dude, I was in this club in Berghain, called Berghain in Berlin.
Yeah,
Now, Berlin, this is everywhere.
Right.
Like, I'm not kidding. We were driving and we stopped at a signal, and you know, you have those LED ads, right, on the side. So either kya Tata kuch bech raha hai, Adani, Ambani, whatever the fuck is going on.
Right.
I'm not kidding. Berlin, they actually had the picture of this dominatrix with a whip saying call dominatrix and number. This was on a fucking signal at an intersection. Subah 8 baje hum loग जा रहे हैं.
And Varun's like, ha, hello, Naveen.
Which side of the wall are you?
Dude, so I went to this club there, and literally as I entered, there's like dudes fucking.
Right.
I'm at the bar, and what you said about the submissive person.
Yeah.
So this girl walking again fully leathered up, and with that this guy on his fours with a leash. And like she got him to the bar. She sat on the bar. He's down like that.
Right.
Then she took a drink and she just poured, and this guy opened his mouth and they were drinking. I was like, fucking hell, बहुत महंगा है, मैं भी खड़े रह जाऊंगा. €12 का drink, fucking कलर पहनो.
That's how they discovered beer shampoo.
So yeah, and it's pretty cool. And the thing is, nobody is like weirded out. Everybody is. You are allowed to be whoever, whatever, however you want to be. So there's straight people having sex. There's gay people having sex. You have whatever this is called. I don't know. Sorry. Oh yeah. No, like the BDSM.
Dom sub.
Dom sub. All of that.
The kink, all of that. Yeah.
Everybody is there. Everybody's having a great time.
Oh, that's great. But
Go to Berlin.
Again, the problem with doing this out anywhere, anytime, the problem is, like, let's say I'm out in Bombay where you can't do BDSM on the road, right?
Doing it on the road.
So I'm at a cafe, I'm eating food, and I see somebody hitting someone. I'll be like, hey, hello police, झगड़ा चल रहा है. In Berlin, I'm like, hello police, यहाँ पे BDSM चल रहा है.
अबे इधर थोड़ी झगड़ा बोले, इधर सब खड़े हो जाएंगे. क्या कौन कर रहा है किसको? क्या भाई शूटिंग चल रहा है? कौन है? शाहरुख है? कौन है?
कोई दारू फेंक रहा है, मैं आऊँ क्या? Let's do one last question before we move on.
I'm 17M. My girlfriend was not responding to my calls one day, so I called her roommate. She told me that she had been at the doctor as she has contracted a UTI. I was furious on finding this out, so I went to my girlfriend's hostel and fought with her. Asshole. My next stop was at the doctor's clinic to get myself checked.
Huh?
Yeah, this guy doesn't know how shit works. When I explained the history of my case, they told me that a UTI is not an STD.
Yeah. It's union.
And they started laughing at me. No shit. I keep calling my girlfriend to apologize, but now she refuses to talk to me anymore. What do I do? Firstly, let's explain this guy. The UTI is not the Union Trust of India. The basic full forms जानने पड़ेंगे भाई for relationship.
She contacted from like a public toilet. And he thinks he contacted from the public.
Again.
She must have been so confused when he was yelling at her. Like, she's like, what? It's just, I peed
No,
outside.
and imagine if the girl has gone actually out of town, so he has to make an STD call, and now he's like, oh wait.
Hello? And then she's like, you won't feel my pain until you also have UTI. So he's going to every urinal and just like going to just rubbing himself against all the pods.
Oh God, just talking about this got me a UTI. Just imagining it.
Bro, I would hate to be laughed at by a doctor.
First of all, and doctor was like,
so seriously.
Dude, you know what I think is
Sir,
funny?
लगता है मुझे UTI है.
He went to the doctor, already pulled his pants down. Sir, मैं मरने वाला हूँ.
He's like, don't worry, your hands are normal, your penis is small. You're fine. And the girl's already in so much pain. UTI hurts like a bitch, okay? And there's like, ये चुतिया आ गया 17 साल का loud with no knowledge. Like when like these are boys who when in 9th standard they come and teach you sex, I don't know, whatever, no? It's free boobs, like that's how it's If you just paid attention in the class, you wouldn't have this STI or UTI का क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
Yeah. Oh my God.
I
think he just panicked. because he was convinced that a
He's
UTI
just
is
scared of any
STD.
like 3-lettered short formula. Oh shit. एक मिनट.
Yeah.
LBW हो गया मुझे. Shit. Oh shit.
She's like, okay, fine, I forgive you. Give me the ORS. No.